lo-fi on. Vienna's out here looking amazing right now. So, YouTube, what's goody? Being a responsible gun owner, part 1. So, I actually recently just purchased this Beretta right here. It's M9. And I just put 300 rounds in it yesterday. I was doing a shooting competition. If you got me on Snapchat, Dre Peso 16. If you don't already have me, I post a lot of gun videos and stuff of that sort of my free time. But I don't have any fancy cleaning kits right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a little makeshift video right now and just utilize whatever I do have just to get my gun clean and get the carbon and stuff off of it. I'm cleaning the gun right now. I'm gonna go ahead, cock it back. First thing you wanna do, being a responsible gun owner, make sure your muzzle is straight in front of you. You don't wanna go ahead and accidentally discharge your gun, so go ahead and do that. As y'all can see, YouTube, the gun is clear. I'm a little new to this, but the gun is clear. I did a few classes on it and all that. The gun is good. The gun is on safe. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking the gun apart. Alrighty, so taking the gun apart with a Beretta. I believe this is what you do. You go ahead and press this button right here, this end button. Actually, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Alrighty. Alright, it's my first time, y'all. First time cleaning this gun. Alright, so the spring is out. I really want to get my barrel. I want to get inside because I put a lot of oil and stuff. If any of y'all frequent shooters, like I said, I'm new to this. If y'all frequent shooters, then y'all definitely know a lot more about this than I do. So I'm trying to get my barrel out. That's what I'm really looking for. So the slides off, trying to get the barrel out right now, y'all. So I got the barrel out. All right, let me see where it's at. Let's see how dirty this gun is. Oh shoot, okay. It's not that dirty. This is probably where it gets a little dirty at. All the carbon builds up. Yup, I was right. So I definitely gotta get to that. Like I said earlier, I don't got a fancy cleaning kit or nothing like that. And this is my first time, I'm a beginner. But I just wanna get my gun clean because I wanna get it up, I wanna shoot again. It's definitely fun shooting. So I'm definitely trying to do that again sometime today. I just want to make sure that this thing don't jam on me or nothing like that. So just the spring, recoil spring, I believe. Right here, you got the slide. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the slide too, I believe. So if I'm wrong with anything, y'all, just go ahead and leave a comment. I'm not necessarily a gun expert or anything like that, but I've been doing some research and stuff. Like I said, it's my Second Amendment right to have the gun. So I'm just utilizing that and getting my feet wet with the gun. So right here, I got my hollow points. Got a few hollow points. I like to load it like this. This is how I load it up. So I got 10, I always got 10 in my clip. 10 is the legal regulation in California to have with a clip. And I always have, within my 10, I don't exactly pack 10 hollows for my home defense. I always have one regular round, one full metal jacket. It's not as lethal as a hollow point, but it's definitely the warning shot for me. So if someone comes to my house and they're a threat, and I pose them as a threat, and I decide to shoot them, the first shot's gonna be the warning shot essentially, and then after that, it's gonna be the hollow points. So that's just how I pack my load. Moving on to cleaning the gun. Alrighty, so the barrel, this is definitely the dirtiest part. So I got some paper towels right here. So I'm gonna just give it a rough wipe down. So I'm gonna wipe it down. So this is how it looks right now before the wipe down. That's it right there. I'm gonna try to get all that off. Sheesh. God damn. Let's get a little cleaner, y'all. I'm just like makeshifting right now, so I got like my little nail clipper or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and put this, wrap this around my paper towel, little cloth that I got going on right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it under. Like I said, it's my first time. I'm using straight common sense and like what I researched right now. So it's a little carbon build up there, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and hit it again. Still dirty, but I got it though. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again actually. I need to make sure that that's a little cleaner. That right there, from what I read and research that I did, is a dynamic part right there, so that affects the efficiency of the weapon from what I looked up and stuff like that, and how efficient the weapon shoots and the likelihood of the weapon jamming. Just trying to get it. And then I don't have like one of those industrial blowers that I see. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow it out, just in case I left any particles. Because if there are particles in the gun, like on any part of the gun, then that risks the likelihood of it jamming of some sort. And I definitely don't want a gun to jam on me. Alright, so I just blew it out. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rough wipe down. See where it's at. It's a little cleaner. Wash a little cleaner. It's definitely a lot cleaner right here in the main part of the bullet entrance to fire in. So everything looks a little better with this right here. So I got all the carbon off, or some of the carbon, not all the carbon. Go ahead and give it a rough blow down right now because I want to prevent that jamming. Alrighty, so next step is my slide. I want to make sure my slide is clean. So the slide, I'd say the slide is definitely a dynamic part with the Beretta, being that you got the firing pin right here, I believe. I'm just going off of what I looked up and my understanding of the gun right now. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it. So I'm gonna get a nice little freshy paper towel. Go ahead and get this fresh paper towel. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little courtesy rub down first, see where it's at. Oh my gosh, that's filthy. All right, y'all see it, y'all seen it first. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do to that. Sheesh! Go ahead and grab my little recoil holder. Go ahead and grab the little area where the firing pin is at. It's probably gonna be a lot of build up there, a lot of carbon build up. So I probably want to get that a little bit. So as y'all can see, it is a little dirty. Not really that bad though, but I definitely want to make sure that that part right there, which I believe is a dynamic spot, I'll make sure that that's a little cleaner. And that's really it for the slide actually. most of this stuff I'm gonna have to get in a deep clean. I'm just getting a rough clean, just get my gun back up today. Sometime. Alrighty. This little part I missed. Alright, so I got that back up. My slide, it's a little cleaner. It's a little cleaner, 100%, looks a little better. Slide is a little cleaner. Alrighty. Right here, this little, the grip and stuff like that is a little, it's gonna be a little better. It's gonna be a little cleaner typically. It's really not a lot of carbon that really shoots down there in my opinion. This is my first time cleaning my gun after all, so I'm not exactly sure. But that's just based on my understanding of firearms. So I'm gonna go ahead and see where it's at right now, and then I'm gonna show y'all. Let's show y'all what I get from it. Oh, that is messy, I'm wrong. All right, let me grab a little more, another paper towel. I'm gonna go ahead and start wiping. All right. My nail clipper right here. Just getting the stuff down there, just making sure that I get all that carbon. I rub that carbon out. All right, I think I got a little bit. My parts right here, all these parts move. I don't think no carbon gonna be on it, but I can always try it out. All right. So that's a little better right there. Let me see where it's at, show y'all. And then that's way cleaner right there, not that one. That's actually from my barrel earlier, but that one right there, that finger, y'all seen it first. So my lower receiver is a little cleaner. I believe that's the term for it, lower receiver. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all, I'm a beginner with this. Go ahead and feel free to go ahead and add it in my comments when I'm doing wrong. Kind of early right now, sipping some coffee. But that's the main components right there. I used this a little bit earlier. It's probably not gonna be any carbon on it, but I just wanna wipe everything down. Give it a good wipe down and stuff of that sort. My spring, same thing. I really don't think there's gonna be anything on it, but it can't be too safe. All right. So that right there is all. I'm gonna go ahead and I would take this apart right now, but this video right here is just a general video. I'm shooting today. I shot 300 rounds yesterday, so I broke the gun in for the first time. So I definitely want to get the gun up today and do some competitive stuff, do some moving shoots like that. My springs is good. Just want to always double check my springs. That's something that I got a little bit of advice that I got from some gun connoisseurs. So make sure that my springs is good. And then, all right, cool. Time to put this bad boy together. Got it in, at least I believe so. Alrighty, so my slide is back on. Actually, back together. It's not exactly on yet, but this is the slide right here. It's looking pretty good. This usually, I don't want this to shoot out on me. This shot out on me a few times. I had to cut that out. Hit me pretty hard. So if y'all, whenever y'all putting this gun together, just be mindful of that. Whenever y'all taking it apart right here, that part will come out and fly like it's shooting for real. All right, so my slide is back on. Right, time to connect it to my little receiver and get the gun up. All right, so I did something wrong here. As y'all can see, I'm probably just not sliding it on correctly. All right. Alrighty, so take the safety off. It's good. Take the safety. Engage the safety. And the side is back. Fire it. Should click. Alrighty, so. And then you should be able to fire. Alright, cool. So the gun is back together. The last step I want to always do is ensure that the gun is kind of like looped up, essentially. So to lube it, I usually put the slide forward and then grab some of my gun oil, the extreme duty, because I am going to be shooting a lot of rounds again later. And I ensure my hands are free of any carbon of any sort. And it's not exactly the cleanest. Let me redo that. Put a little hand sanitizer on it probably. A handy dandy hand sanitizer. And just let it soak for a little bit. And then rub off the carbon that I got, which worked a little better. And then make sure that that hand sanitizer is free of my hand, of course. It's gonna dry off. It's gonna take about 10 seconds to dry off with the help of my towel. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the oil, and then I'm gonna insert the oil. I'm gonna insert the oil to my barrel entrance, and just ensure that a little is in there, and then once it's all up in there, I just go ahead and just keep that process right there. And it's on safe right now, so it's gonna keep going. Alright, so that right there is how to clean your gun. Now my last step right now is just loading your gun for home defense purposes only. Of course, if you're not designated to walk with your gun. So you just want to be sure that you go ahead and ensure that all rounds are effective and you wiping down each round. You don't have to, I believe, but I like to wipe down each round to ensure that all your rounds are good and ready to go and ready to protect your home if the need be. So loading it, it's a little pain to get it in sometimes. You just gotta tuck it and then put your the end of your ammunition and just tuck it in kinda. It's a little weird at first, but I got the hang of it, so y'all definitely can too if you do desire to get one of these. Alrighty, so loading it. All right, my last round, like I said, This is my warning shot right here. This is not as lethal as my hollows. And go ahead and load that last, and that's going to be in the chamber if I do need to bring my gun to that ready, to that condition 1. All right, so my gun, I never have one in the chamber. I got kids in the house, and my gun is always on safe, and my gun is of course in the lockbox on my safe, away from children. So there you have it. That is how to clean and reload your M9.